Okay, so we're still on the option paper. We're on option C. This is the behaviour bit. So, three-spined stickleback. Common to lakes and rivers in Wales. Male stickleback has a red belly during the breeding season and behaves aggressively when defending its territory. Behaviour of 12 sticklebacks investigated during the breeding season. So it's going to have a red belly, be aggressive. Each male stickleback was exposed to a model stickleback with red or silver bellies, and the number of times that they get bitten was recorded. Oh, poor little things. Anyway, state one advantage of defending territory. So obviously this is the breeding season when they're doing it, so it's going to be to attract a mate. I think there are other responses you could have made, but I think if I'm reading about breeding seasons, that's pretty much what I'm thinking about. You may know that sticklebacks build a nest and defend them from all comers, attract a mate in, and then look after the nest. So you might put, it helps them in nest building, reduces competition, protects the offspring. But I'm thinking breeding, attract a mate, that's what it's all about, bright colours. So we've got a table. Red bellies, got 119 bites, and silver only 60. So that's about half the bites. Or we could say twice the bites. That's always worth doing, just having a look and see if there's a really nice simple relationship when you've got a table of data. So I'm thinking that that would be an AO1 type question. You would pretty much know some reasons that animals behave in this way. State what is meant by a sign stimulus. That's got to be a definition that is on your syllabus, so that's definitely going to be just AO1. Can you remember that? Based on this information, so now at a little bit higher level, identify what it would be for the stickleback. So based on this information, identify what the sign stimulus is and explain how you got to that conclusion. So that's AO2. So 1 AO1 mark, definition, AO2 applying it. So what's a sign stimulus? A sign stimulus is one that produces a fixed action pattern in the behaviour. There was that guy, wasn't it? Was it Tinbergen? He was pretty much a behaviour guy. Noticed that the sticklebacks in his tank by the window every time the postman arrived went absolutely crazy and tried to bite it. That's what a sign stimulus does. If you walked past it in a red coat, that would have produced the same fixed action pattern. So, identify what it would be. The red belly is the sign stimulus. And the fixed action pattern is aggression and biting. Explain your answer. Why have I chosen that? Why have I chosen red belly? The red belly results in twice as many bites. And we have a little table with mean numbers of bites, part of the sum done for us, and the standard deviation, which shows the deviation around the mean. That's with the red belly all filled in. we've got a gap here for us to fill in. So it tells us the formula, sigma x minus x bar all squared, which is here. So that top number, the square root of 343.3 over capital N. What's N? Number of samples. Turn back, number of samples, 12 sticklebacks. 12 minus 1, so over 11. So I'm going to put that into my calculator. Okay. So 343.3 divided by 11, square root it. 5 point a lot of numbers. 5.58. This is to 1 decimal place. I'm going to put my answer to 1 decimal place. 5.6. And I'm going to put it in the box so that the examiner knows where to find it. Also a good plan. I've been given a dotted line to write on. So, standard deviation for both models was high. Explain how this could affect your confidence. So high standard deviation means lots of deviation from the mean, and therefore it reduces your confidence in conclusions. A high standard deviation means a lot of deviation from the mean. Or you could put a high spread of data. I quite like using that deviation from the mean because that's what it is. And therefore lowers confidence in the conclusion. So obviously it'd be absolutely damning if they were overlapping. I mean, they're not overlapping. But anyway, a high standard deviation is always going to reduce your confidence a little bit. Okay.